Hey guys, and welcome to another episode in my Trove news series. In this series, I take all of the important news that Trion themselves give us, and I give it to you guys in one easy video. Now, can we all just please ignore the bottom right? Cool guy Andrew decided to drink on stream in front of 1,000 possibly underage children, so let's just ignore cool guy Andrew for this video. I thought I had to mention it because he's going to be drinking in my video throughout this entire thing. So yeah, just ignore him. Let's get into the actual news though that came out of the live stream. And the first thing was contests, and these are basically weekly contest leaderboards for rewards. There's rewards on the right, which you can see they are tiered rewards. There's like a first place, 100 plus place, or the top 100, top 500, top 25,000, which by the way, everyone's gonna get that one, obviously. The top 25,000, why even? They know themselves that everyone's gonna get that. Why not just make it a universal reward? I don't know. It's going to be anyways. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Well, this one is, at least. This one's pretty cool. It's basically, you know, it's gonna reset every week. The person that does the most quests within that week get their reward, you know. That's pretty cool. That's competition. Everyone has to compete for that every single week. It's going to also change. It's not always going to be quest completed. There's also going to be a heartathon one, which I have something to say about in a second. But the others, everything else, besides the quest complete one, is garbage and a flop, just like always. So you can see the top three. That's Gunslinger, Neon Ninja, and Revenant. And those are basically the top Gunslinger, Neon Ninja, and Revenant power ranks. And you might be thinking, well, how do you reset a power rank every week? You can't take away everyone's gear and then have them go out and farm it again every single week. And the answer is because that is quite literally the case. You can't do that, so it's not a competition, it's not a contest. It's the same thing as the leaderboards. If you go to leaderboards right now and you look up the Neon Ninja, that's the dude that's going to win. He's going to win because he has the highest power rank. And it's kind of dumb. It's not a contest. Obviously right now it kind of is because not everyone has max power rank, but once everyone gets max power rank again, there's no contest. They're gonna have to figure out something to do because apparently they can't look into the future at all, because you can't reset that. And they even said that too. And their counter argument was that there's 3 different classes, and you can't have max power rank in all classes because you can't switch class gems. Which, by the way, you can just work on all the classes like everyone's going to. So yeah, it's kind of just stupid. They also have the mastery one, which is the same exact case. Whoever has the most mastery points right now in-game is going to win. They're going to win every single week, unless someone passes them up, in case that person is going to win every single week. And it's just not competitive, because once you reach the max mastery points, you can't gain any more mastery points, and then how does someone pass you up unless they reach the max mastery points? But guess what? Once they reach the max mastery points, they're going to be number 2, because they can't pass you, because you were the first one to get there. Which is that's a reward in itself. You're always going to be number 1, but you're going to steal the rewards, the entire thing, for a quote-unquote weekly contest. That's the only issue. This is good for the leaderboards. That's why the leaderboards exist. For a weekly contest, it doesn't make sense. That's not what a contest is. And then they also have the heartathon one, which I just mentioned. They're making a contest for popular people, basically. Like, not to put, like, that's the point. It's not to, my words aren't to put down people, it's the contest itself is, like, designed to put people down, because they're never going to be able to win. Like, literally, me and Scythe will never be toppled. Maybe, you know, Midnight as well. We can't be toppled because we have the most influence in the entire game. It's just, it's logic. Why make a contest that's going to be dominated every single week by the same exact people? It's dumb. I'm not going to partake in that, by the way. I will not reap rewards of a contest that doesn't make sense. It's not fair. I'm not that kind of person. So yeah, it's a flop like always. You know, the marketplace was a flop until they fixed it. Maybe they'll fix it eventually, but for now, it's a flop. Doesn't make sense. It's not competitive at all in any shape of the word. I think we need to like crowdfund Trion dictionary or something, because every time they put something out, it is quite literally the opposite of the definition of the word that they try to put out. It just happens every week. So yeah, that's the contest, quote unquote, I guess. So let's get into the UI. That was the last thing that they showed off, was the new UI that they have in progress. Again, it is in progress. And hopefully it does get changed, because look at the top left. that top left, man, that is 10 out of 10. That's all I gotta say. 10 out of 10, man. So apparently, the people over at Trion think that everyone in the world is lazy and can't press, C. It's literally one keystroke to press it, and then one keystroke to get out of it. So apparently, they think that no one can press a key twice and look at their badge, or their power rank, or their mastery, or their level, or everything that's in the top left. Why? Why? It's so intrusive. Would you want to put a sticky note? Like, this is my comparison. That's basically like putting a sticky note on the top left of your screen in World of Warcraft saying you're level 100 and you have, Blood Cell Pirates at max reputation. Would you want a sticky note in the top left of your screen whenever you play? No, because it's intrusive. It's not convenience at that point. It's intrusive. I can press whatever. What's the button? I haven't rebound to F1 in a while, so I don't know the original button. But I can press F1 and I can look at my reputations. That's how easy it is, and it's not cluttering my screen. So take that same concept and apply it to Trion or Trove. Just because nothing goes on the screen in Trove because it's such a bland game doesn't mean you have to intrude on what we have to see. And that's basically the only gripe with it. The top right, that tome is a little thick. It's kind of out of place to have a tome XP bar right there and not on the left with the other intrusiveness. But I do like the idea itself of having a visual representation of your tome bar, because that's the only one that I can see people being lazy about, because you have to press C and then you have to hover over their stupid broken tooltips which disappear after hovering over it for a second to see your XP for your tome. So that's the only good one. Maybe if they had their tooltips fixed, I wouldn't have a problem with it. As of right now, they're broken, so that's a cool bar. It's a little big. It's out of place because it's with the quest bar and not your XP bar, but that's it. The left-hand side of the screen, that's collapsible. You don't have to worry about having your entire left hand of your screen being cluttered with a black box, but they basically took every other button in the game and they put it in a collapsible bar, which is good. That's a good thing. They could have done that with the power rank thing too, just have like well, I guess that's called pressing C, right? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but every time I think about it, I just think press C, and there you go. So yeah, that's it. They have the dodge button in the middle now, which is pretty cool. The home button feels a little out of place as well. Why not put that on the left, bottom left, with the other buttons, which makes sense with it? And that's pretty much all they showed. That's all I have my opinions on about it. I try to rush through my opinions in this video because I don't want to ramble on for too long, because it's just getting old at this point. It's Trion. We can only expect, I don't know, I always have the saying, put your expectations on the ground, and that's where you will find happiness with Trion games. And that's basically the same thing. Just throw your expectations, place them under a blanket on the ground, in no sunshine, no sunlight, no light at all. Just put them in the darkness that they are in, and then you'll be happy with Trove. And that's it. that's my words of wisdom for the Trove community. And yeah, that's it for the video as well. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like. If you did not enjoy it, you can give it a dislike. Does not matter to me. And I will see you guys next time.